people on the desk right now. I don't care. We've tried for an entire season to come up with arguments of why this team or that team's going to beat Dignitas, and it never has mattered for 17 series in a row. At this point, you can't. You just can't. Apparently you can't.
I think the big difference that might help DIGNITAS girls here is it is a best of 7. This being our winners finals, we are going to 7 instead. Every game going to 5. Maybe it'll change things up. Maybe it'll give a little bit of help.
We moved to the format where Dignitas has never lost at LAN. They've never lost a best of 7 in the World Championships. So we'll see if this could maybe be the first time for everything.
First time for everything, man.
But this could also be 17-0 for Dignitas right now. I just gotta see. We gotta see what happens at this point. It's gonna be the biggest upset ever. If it happens, I don't even think. They're just guessing. They're guessing. Gibbs is not guessing on this one.
Gibbs is guessing.
This is Achieves and Axeltas guessing right now. We'll see what happens, though. I can't wait to get into this best of 7.
Yeah, it's going to be a good time. I'm more excited to kind of see how Day 3 DIGNITAS starts to get into form. Whether they do drop down and get an extra game under their belt, or if we get to see DEM girls just really stick it to them. We have to talk about Metzenaars, though. He's going to be the player to watch. He's the new addition to this squad, and what he has done for this squad is insurmountable. The ability to pass it across field, the ability to apply some pressure, and relieve some of the pressure off of Ignite is what I'm checking out.
Well, let's get into it, folks. Dignitas takes the pitch for the first time today. You see them here in the orange up against DEM girls in the blue. These guys battling to play in the grand finals and to keep both of their lives. You win this match, you get to play in the grand finals, and you only have to win one match to pull off the victory and take home the title. See Dignitas starting on offense. Remco will get it clear at the midfield, now moving across and into the orange. Turbo Pulsa with the response now. Nobody challenging him. He'll just move it all the way into the corner. Comes back out. Here is Violent Panda. Gets it to K-Dop, sends it to upper post, and it gets cleared by Remco. A nice save. And now looking for the transition. DEM girls looking to score. Put it back up to midfield. K-Dop demolished. They looked for the demo on Turbo as well. Do not find him. Now Metzenaars back into the box. Violent Panda with a loft. All the way down in a response, Turbo Pulsa trying to send it into the net. K-Dop up again, winning one challenge, now winning 2. Metzenaars is going to have to backflip and try to reposition to get this ball, getting bumped by K-Dop. He makes space for Violent Panda onto the backboard. No one's really there, but Remco's able to jump up from the midfield and get it away. K-Dop and company will have to reposition, keep the offense going.
I already can see Dignitas playing aggressive. All 3 players going for bumps. That was another one there, just a shot miss. The follow-up right in front of the net, it sneaks in. Turbo Pulsa scores first.
They miss twice, and then they get the dunk, and it just rolls in. Look at this.
You want to talk about committing on the goal. Every single player sending it. They know they need to strike early, change the momentum that DEM girls has had. And what a way to do it. Dignitas here, only a minute 20 in.
They score early. Can they keep it going? They're right back up on offense again. K-Dop winning more challenges. This man, absolutely a master of the 1v1. Violent Panda looking to set up Turbo. Remco will intercept, push it out onto the wall, but Turbo now lofting it back towards the goal. Metzenaars is there in the midfield. Able to make contact, but here's Violent Panda to Turbo. Back over to the wall. Violent Panda adjusting quickly, but called off by his teammate. Metzenaars now moving in. He'll send it towards the box. Picked up by Violent Panda, who kind of bumps Turbo on his way. He's going to need to win these challenges. He kills it enough to give his teammates time to reposition. 3 minutes left on the clock, still the 1-point game. Dignitas is the first on the board.
Able to clear it out, just the boost tonight from Dignitas, pretty solid. Remco was the first one to get there, but because the boost isn't in the corner, he has to retreat back a little bit before he can challenge.
Ignite now down the field. Turbo Pulsa over to the side. K-Dop now up as well, gets a bump on one offender. Violent Panda, the long shot from the mid. It's just wide, and Ignite will get the clear. So he tried to send the howitzer. Now Turbo. Moving up. Remco's touched, a bit soft. It's dropping down in his own half. Violent Panda moves in, puts onto the backboard. K-Dop's up for a response, but Metzenaars will get it away. Now Turbo through the air. Ignite with the response again. K-Dop back into the box and sent away. One-on-one, finally, Violent Panda finds the shot, and the rotation just wasn't there. We were seeing response back and forth, but this time, no one home.
Just a bit of a double commit, and then the follow-up again. K-Dop just clearing him out. So there's 2 that jumped across, which caused a double commit, and as one's rotating back post, Violent Panda just puts an immediate shot, and K-Dop stops the last one from rotating in. Every facet of offense covered. They go up by 2.
K-Dop just bruisers Metzenaars all the way into the corner. And that creates the opening for Violent Panda. Now a 2-goal game, they'll make it 1 on the other side. Remco quickly off the kickoff, puts it on.
Important response from the rest of the guys from GIRLZ, just playing up high and drawing K-Dop up. They need to find a way to stay creative on offense. It's a good start.
2:04. GIRLZ on the board, 1-goal game again. Reigning world champs looking to make quick work here of an old name in Rocket League. GIRLZ, an organization that has been in and around, the name has been in and around Rocket League for a long time, but never actually made it to land. The team always got picked up before they got here. This time, the age-old name comes all the way, and now playing for a world title. This Turbo Pulsar here off the wall, looking to get to K-Dop. He's up and back onto the backboard. This one just barely wide of the goal. Violent Panda now back in. It'll be Remco and Ignite working together to get it back out. Ignite onto the backboard, dropping straight down. Remco's there. He's on the cleanup. And they're tying up the game.
Ignite, normally the striker, playing this one great. Remco has the initial challenge to stop the clear, but then Ignite, the follow-up, plays it straight up and shoots right down, and his captain's right next to him. What a play for them to tie it up. 1:24 left in game number 1. Boy, do we have a battle on our hands.
Yeah, Dignitas, they scored first, but GIRLZ not going away, putting the pressure on, making quick work as well. Not having a lot of opportunities on offense, but making use of the few moments they do. Remco now up, Metzenaris in the corner. Turbo Pulsar dropping back down, K-Dop's up. It's away as Turbo tries to rotate back. Violent Panda sits in net. Turbo with a nice touch to keep the play going. K-Dop's moving in, and Violent Panda's right behind him. And Turbo lurking at midfield, 3 players over in the corner, and still a tie game. In the final minute of game 1, a double demolition in the air. Momentary 2v2s. Violent Panda looks for K-Dop on the side. Can he find the shot? Sends the roller towards the goal. Ignite gets it away. Turbo Pulsar off the respawn, onto the backboard, running low on boost, but finds the angle himself.
What a dunk!
3-time takes the lead.
3-time and a dunk to put it away for the 3rd goal. Just passes it across and follows it up. But the important part is how he angles the car, flipping it around, putting a sharper angle. 42 seconds. Dignitas again on the board, going up by 1.
Can they hold on to it? GIRLZ has found a response every time. Violent Panda moving up here. Turbo Pulsar now onto the backboard again. Ignite in net. Neither player makes contact. K-Dop's up for the shot. Turbo Pulsar just looking to cause havoc, but Metzenaris doesn't need him. Able to get it away by himself. Undisturbed. Violent Panda now moving in. Dignitas still up on offense, as has been the whole game. Ignite with a touch out in front of the box. K-Dop's there. He'll put it in. A 2-goal game. Dignitas able to punish and starting to run away with game 1.
What a bully. What are you doing, Violent Panda? Just coming around that backboard, just swatting flies off the back. Wide open net. The aggression from Dignitas, man.
Playing like a 2-time world champ that wants to be a 3-time. Turbo Pulsar trying to keep up one of the greatest streaks, not just in Rocket League history, but in eSports history. And this is a great way for them to start the series. They'll take game number 1, best of 7. They've got to do it 3 more times, but this is a great start for the reigning world champs, trying to get their 17th straight match win.
Great start for Dignitas. Early aggression on pretty much everywhere, whether it be the backboard, in front of the net, inside the net, it doesn't matter. They're leaving nothing to chance. You want to talk about how offense and how great these guys have been playing. They're getting aggressive and just really opening up the field, making it a little bit too easy for them.
And Turbo Pulsar playing lights out, putting the nail in the coffin there. So we take another look at that goal. He scored 2 here in the game. But this one, again, coming off of a respawn. He'd gotten demolished and then comes straight in, uses all the boost, beats the defender on the backboard, gets some help from his teammates, and the celebration knowing they've taken game number 1. He puts up 5 shots, which is as many shots as GIRLZ total had here in game number 1. 15 on the board from Dignitas, a dominating offensive performance in game number 1.
Credit though to GIRLZ, going down that early and then being able to bounce back and tie it up is absolutely crucial. If they allow the momentum start to swing in Dignitas' favor, this could be a really, really rough loss for them. So they are starting to try some things. The pass plays are getting there, but a majority is picking up the pace. They did start a little bit slow, but as they start to challenge better in the midfield, it's creating opportunities, and they're able to get goals.
GIRLZ, a big part of them getting this far in the tournament has been Metzenaris. And he was decidedly quiet there in game number 1. We'll see if he can start to become more involved on the offensive side of the pitch as we move into game 2 on Manfield. We'll see how the two teams choose to approach kickoff. Bull sending the cheat up. Dignitas ultimately will hold on to ball control, but ball is in their territory. And still lurking in midfield. Turbo now back down. Metzenaris with an L. An unfortunate touch that goes into his own net. He was trying to find a teammate, instead finds his own net.
He's sitting in the midfield. I think he wants to pop that across. You saw Ignite actually, he was cheating up, he read that well. He was going into the corner, was ready to get it right off the wall and play it downfield for a quick transition. But Metzenaris, I think he recognized it in the middle of it, tried to correct himself. Unfortunately, doesn't go in his favor. That's a mistake, but they're gonna have to wipe it away and move on.
To find a way to adjust, man. If you want to beat the Dignitas War Machine, you cannot give them free goals like that. Dignitas now up by 1 again early here in game 2. Metzenaris wraps it around the corner. Turbo pulls it, drops it to Violent Panda, but it's taken from behind by Ignite. Now over to the side. Violent Panda with a win. Metzenaris falling back here quickly. Last line of defense, and he'll get it past 1. Turbo pulls it now across the field. Remco and Ignite both bite. K-Dop turns back in, gets the pass back to Turbo. Now back to Violent Panda. Takes the shot and puts it home. 2 goals now for Dignitas.
Those are the kind of passes where you just hope that you get to experience it once in your own entire life. And they're always there. Not only that, K-Dop is still going for demos. He's still getting the face of the team because he has that much trust that his team is going to win that shot every single time. I don't know another team that can do it.
It all started with the double commit on defense from GIRLZ. They were trying to sort themselves out, but the pass plays were too much. They had to keep track of the ball, keep track of the players on the other team, and figure out where they both needed to be. And they're unable. Dignitas keeps it confusing long enough and puts the shot. Excellent placement as well to help them get this 2-goal lead. GIRLZ with some nice responses here in the last 15 seconds, trying to put some shots on target, but just barely wide. And now Turbo in front of the net nearly makes Metzenaris' own goal again, but this time he gets it off to the side. Ignite will get it over to K-Dop. Violent Panda's there, now back up to K-Dop in the corner. Now out to Metzenaris. The touch from Remco, ball staying in midfield. Violent Panda and K-Dop both up, but they win the challenge. Get the ball back down to midfield. 3:25 on the clock. Game number 2, Dignitas looking to extend their lead to 2 games in the series. GIRLZ starting to pressure a bit more in the orange half here. Ignite going up, but touched a little bit by Violent Panda. Be off angle. Turbo pulls it, falls off the wall, makes 1 save. So many players from GIRLZ here in the box as Metzenaris comes in once more, but just nothing really going on target just yet. Turbo pulls it, puts it away from Ignite. Remco's not able to send it towards the goal. Metzenaris again to the corner. They're beating Dignitas to contact, but they're just not able to send it on target.
Not only that, but a lot of the times when they're trying to sustain this offense, one is rotating out. You saw Metzenaris at the top of the box. He had to turn around to make sure that he still applied that pressure. It's not coming in with impact, so it's nothing too threatening. A lot of it just Dignitas really holding off well, reading these challenges, stopping it from coming to fruition in the first place.
Turbo Pulsa leading this one. Metzenaris gets it past him, but it's loose in the mid. Ignite Metz able to tag team that one towards the goal, and Violent Panda in the back. We'll get a clear. Here's the follow-up from Remco. It's high. He's going to need some help. So Violent Panda again gets it away and puts it onto Turbo's hood. Now past Ignite. Leaves just Metzenaris in the back. Violent Panda lofts it. Metz will send it to the corner. There's K-Dop. Metzenaris able to use the wall to get it around K-Dop. It's not going to happen just yet. Now back down the field to transition. 2:04 on the clock. GIRLZ, a nice bump, but Violent Panda, the rotation comes through. And they're holding on to this 2-goal lead.
Good play overall. They played it up high. Unfortunately, the ball doesn't get cleared out for Dignitas, so it opens up an opportunity as Ignite tries to go for a double touch.
He was maybe, he wanted the shot, then maybe trying to find a touch that would also double as a pass, didn't get either. This Turbo pulls with an excellent contact. This will put it all the way into the blue corner. Remco has to fall back, play some defense. Gets a pass 1, puts it in between K-Dop and Turbo, so Violent Panda has to move in. But now Metzenaris, Ignite underneath. Doing a great job in the midfield to move it into the orange box, but just struggling to find any solid positioning to take a shot afterwards. GIRLZ, nothing to show for it here in game number 2. Violent Panda winning contact. The ball again in midfield. Metzenaris winning this one now. A pass across to Ignite. The shot is high. Remco's up for the follow-up, but Turbo Pulsa had the window he needed. He makes the save. Here, final minute of game 2. A follow-up shot from Metzenaris. This one from Ignite off the crossbar. They nearly had it again. So close, but nothing on the scoreboard for GIRLZ.
Now it matters most. They need to apply that pressure. They expended a lot of boosts from Dignitas on that back half, and you can see them. They're starting to file in one after one. But again, it gets cleared out. That's when they need it the most, when that boost is low. Dignitas able to break out, apply pressure of their own, and with 30 seconds left, it's gonna be a big feat for GIRLZ to tie it back up.
There is an opening as K-Dop gets bumped. We'll see if Metzenars and Ignite can work with it. Turbo Pulsa adjusts quickly, and they put it right back to midfield. Dignitas doing everything they need right now. Turbo's got a free net, doesn't even have to put the shot on target to know he's got this win in the bag. He was right there, could have done it. With 10 seconds left, down by 2. This one needs to go in, and it's not going to as Turbo Pulsa sends it towards the goal, gets the double commit out of him, and that one will be the ball game. Dignitas, 2 games in a row. GIRLZ showed some life in game number 1, but here in game 2, all Dignitas.
The dust showing why you don't pick against them. They have not really given us a reason, and I gotta say they do look significantly better than their first 2 days. They are starting to ramp up, and that's when it gets scary. For any team that's going to try to battle back, to have to beat these guys in 2 best-of-7s in that grand final is not going to be an easy feat. GIRLZ, 9 shots on the board. Everybody's spreading it out. I think the big thing for me, Metzenars was definitely a little bit more involved. The score margin's still the same, but less goals, which is good. But it's what he's doing. He is very limited on boosts on that back half. He slows it down. He just dribbles. He lets it bring it into his net in hopes of not only drawing a defender, but also building time for those boosts to respawn, and then they clear it out. So they're doing the right things. It's just Dignitas is doing it a little bit better.
Yeah, the thing I liked here, the adjustment I liked from GIRLZ was they controlled the midfield a lot more. Right. They had many more opportunities. You see it, 9 shots to 3. Dignitas had 15 shots. They held them to 1/5 of what they got in game number 1. But here, GIRLZ had all the shots, but they couldn't put them on target. So many we saw hit the crossbar. See
that one that was bottom right.
Oh my gosh. It was so close. That could have been a huge difference maker here. They've got to be able to be accurate, and when you're playing at a speed that allows you to move into Dignitas's half, you just don't have the time to make the shots most of it.
Well, there was a lot of overlapping from GIRLZ as well. Remco and Ignite were pretty much on top of each other, and there was a lot of double commits because of it. So I'm glad they've cleaned that up, but Dignitas is going to exploit you if you keep continuing to make those mistakes. But the crowd chugging along, I guess, is what we'll go with that.
There's Captain Daddy. He's ready to get into game 3. Sail on over to Neo Tokyo here, and again, a best-of-7. So Dignitas still has 2 more to go. They want to get a clean sweep of GIRLZ, but now K-Dop in the air. He'll find the shot. The defense just not there. They expected the front line to get it, and he missed.
Just a mistake on that back wall. Remco is starting to move up. He knows someone else should be there, to be completely honest. Someone needs to already be on that back wall as he's moving back from the kickoff. Unfortunately, nobody's up. He's got to try to pick up the pace. He goes right on by. K-Dop striking first here for Dignitas.
The shot from Violent Panda is wide, but a heavily won kickoff. Dignitas moving up, looking for goal number 2. Not a great clear from Mets. Turbo Pulsa lofts this one. Remco's going to have to adjust. He'll win the contact. The rest of Dignitas retreats. He'll dodge the bullet. Violent Panda gains control in the midfield. Ignite sending it out here. Remco now up, but he can't beat Turbo. Over to the side, it'll be K-Dop who's there first, and back across and into the blue. Ignite, the only player in his own half, as K-Dop tries to go for the mind games. Ignite will challenge him as his team moves behind him. Excellent decision there to dodge the deadly K-Dop. GIRLZ coming back down. Turbo Pulsa will make the play in net. The defense took their time getting set up, but still makes the play. K-Dop now through 2. Remco in the back, plays it to the corner. Metzenars looking to extend it, but can't find it. It's Remco now up to Ignite. Lofting it towards the orange box. There's nobody there to deal with it, though, and Turbo Pulsa will happily catch the ball, put it on his hood, and follow it up by himself. Now Violent Panda down. Ignite with a miss. K-Dop will move over into the corner. Now rotate with Turbo. Small repositional contact from GIRLZ. Forcing repositions out of Dignitas, but still no shots to show for it. K-Dop will get it over the top of Metzenars, and that'll be a goal for Dignitas. The defender needed to keep it close to his chest while the rest of his team moved around him, just couldn't pull it off.
A lot of it has to do with what Dignitas is doing. They're playing so fast, but now they're slowing it down. They're changing the pace and dictating the game. So for GIRLZ, they're playing panicky. They're rushing everything. They're challenging everything, and the ball's just not there because it hasn't been played yet, making it really good for Dignitas. But unfortunately for GIRLZ, they need to go back to the board and adjust as the shot comes out from Metzenars.
Again, the speed is there for GIRLZ, but they're playing so fast they just don't have the accuracy. Metzenars puts it back into the box. Turbo Pulsa puts it high. Here comes Remco. This shot's on target, and he gets it past Violent Panda. Remco finally puts one in for We Dem Girls, and they're on the board.
Ignite just hovering around. He actually makes a really gutsy challenge. He's supposed to rotate out on that, but they know they need to apply the pressure. He has 0 boost on it. He jumps in front of it, flicks it up, and then plays it back into the middle. Well done by Ignite, the solo effort.
I respect We Dem Girls knowing they need to start being more aggressive. It might be the risky play, but at this point, playing safe is not working. Violent Panda sends another shot, a double demolition, but who can he get through the smoke screen? Remco still makes the block. He's got to hold on to this as Turbo's trying to pressure him, just sitting right in front of him, waiting for his contact, and K-Dop gets it over too. Metzenars will put it high, but this just stalls it for a moment as Violent Panda crashes in. Back onto the backboard, Turbo pulls it, waiting in front, looking for the shot. Ignite puts it high, but where is K-Dop? He comes in from the wall, back onto the backboard once more. He puts it off Metzenars, and Ignite will get the clear. Violent Panda to Turbo, the shot just wide there as the pressure has been intense for the last 30 seconds.
To have a reaction on that pinch to still put a shot on net as it zooms across, but it's not over yet. Another shot on target, easily saved by Metzenars.
They're holding on. The defense is keeping them in this game. Just a 1-goal game as we cross halftime. But K-Dop now on the wall, up against Ignite, dribbles it past him, looks for goalies, doesn't find him, but Turbo will find the shot, and it's a 2-goal game for
Beautifully
DIGNITAS.
plays by Turbo Pulsa. K-Dop just decided to dribble it instead. Normally they've been playing quick. Instead, he traps it, dribbles around one, and then plays it perfectly above. As for the placement for Turbo, you know he's going to put it in the right spot. Top of the bar, right on back, across the angle of the defenders. Dignitas looking unstoppable.
So they win yet another kickoff here. Remco and Metzenars grouped up 2v1 against Violent Panda, and he still wins. Ignite out off the wall. Turbo Pulsa will send it midfield. Remco's there first. Turbo on the wall has the read. Metz drops it back down, and Turbo, all 3 of Dignitas right there. K-Dop and Violent Panda try to put this one together, and finally a solid touch from We Dem Girls out to Remco on the far side. 1v1 against Turbo, gets it over the top of him, but can't put it on target. Ignite comes back in. Here's Metzenars with the follow-up again, and still just nothing towards the net. This one in the box, and everybody having a fall back from We Dem Girls. The quick transition counterattack from Dignitas. Oh my goodness, 1:39 on the clock, and they are absolutely smothering them. It's Violent Panda. Back up on the wall. Remco to Ignite, trying to play this to the other side of the field, force Dignitas to reposition on defense. Metzenars down the corner. He gets it out in front. Ignite tries to find the shot, but K-Dop reads the pass. Gets up in front, blocks everything. And We Dem Girls again backing off, giving space. Turbo now, this one from Metzenars, he misses. Violent Panda really wasn't in net. He had some options there. Metzenars now moving back into his own half. 1 minute remaining, up by 2. Dignitas just got to hold on, get themselves to game 4 right now on a rout of We Dem Girls in the upper finals.
The panic's still setting in. You can see how fast these guys are rotating back to defense, and it's what their aggression is leading to goals. So every time you saw Metz up in front, he immediately beelines back. If he stays up, if he denies a boost, if he takes a little bit of something from Dignitas, it's going to basically extrapolate the ability to keep playing on offense. As the play comes out, Remco!
Look at this pass play in the midfield. A brilliant set of contact here. Metzenars pass 1, Ignite back to get it past 2, and Remco to beat Violent Panda finally. A beautiful play to put him within 1.
When they stick together and the touches are on, it looks great. But if one thing doesn't go right, they are all cheated up and in trouble. Can Ignite do it?
He tried. They come from behind and get it away. Metzenars' contact is really fast there. Remco and Ignite, oh no, Turbo Pulsa all the way back down. He'll get the pass to K-Dop, and they'll make it a 2-goal game again. We Dem Girls committed everything on the play, and you kind of have to at this point, but still, it hurts to see.
There's no reason for Remco to be there on that one. Ignite's already up. He's ready to take the shot and play it back in. If Remco just sits back in midfield, waits for that play to develop, and then puts it back on, we could see a different story, but still 17 seconds left. Can't come out yet.
I don't know. They've been beaten every game up until this point. They finally are within 1. Send the house. They won't expect it. Maybe it's a good attempt, good idea, but it does not work. 5 seconds left. They've got the ball in the right half, but they've got to score. It's lofted. It's burning all the time, and that'll be game 3 for Dignitas. 1 away from the sweep of We Dem Girls.
Ball just needs to hit the ground, and now we look to We Dem Girls. This is something different. We haven't seen this yet. Normally a sweep, but not here. It's a best of 7. Dignitas is on match point, but now you need to adapt because you're on your last leg. You don't want to drop down to that lower and have to play this team twice in a row. But we've got to listen in here. Curious to see what they have to say about this confident play.
Middle. I'm sorry. You're up. No boost. Up only. Open.
Yes! Let's go. Nice.
Somehow Mets has like. Yeah. Let him do it.
You know they're confident.
I love the just listening to the replay. Like, man, yeah, that's this guy. Okay, cool. You know,
Cool,
they were
calm
happy
and
about the goal,
collected,
but then
man.
I was like, yeah, that's how things work.
I love
That's how it's been for 17 series now.
I love how Violent Pen is just like, yeah, I don't know, man. It just kind of works.
You realize it's been 16
Forever.
matches since these guys have lost.
It's a very, very long time. To kind of put it in perspective, they played, what, 7 in league play?
Mm-hmm.
That's a long time.
Yeah, that's the entirety of Season 6. They don't know what losing's like. And at this point, 1 game away from making it 17 series in a row. Everything on We Dem Girls right now, tasked with the impossible, the reverse sweep in a best-of-7 as we move on to Aquadome. Is this the place where we knock them down to the lower bracket? Does Dignitas get to defend their title? We'll find out right here.
Either way,
Vegas. This is it. Make some noise. Let's get into Game 4. We Dem Girls. They need all the energy they can find. Back out Violent Panda looking to set up K-Dop. Ignite over the top, and Remco's there. They'll get it across here to Metsunaris. Violent Panda just buys some time. He'll pop the ball back to Ignite, allow his teammates to get set up on defense, and then choose to move back out, winning more challenges in the midfield and getting the ball all the way back into the blue box. Metsunaris not with a great contact. K-Dop and Ignite both missing the ball, will stay in the blue corner. K-Dop gets it out here to Violent Panda, now back up onto the wall. Looks for goalies, doesn't find any as Metsunaris gets it back to midfield. Remco looking to extend the play. K-Dop picks it up. Ignite rotating well in the midfield. Sending the ball to an empty corner. Dignitas has the response. It's K-Dop. The pass 1, Ignite towards the goal, it's wide, and Turbo Pulsa able to pick this one up. Look for the dribble. Past 1, Violent Panda to help him get it past 2. Just 1 in the back now. Can he get it past Ignite? Looking for the bump on him, looking for the setup. Ignite able to dodge the bump and make the save. And now he's got the transition back down. Excellent play here. Nice touch on the wall. All the way down Ignite again. Alone in his own half. Turbo Pulsa gets it past 1. That's Naris now looking for Ignite in the orange corner. 3:37 on the clock. Nobody having scored yet. Turbo sends it long ways. Ignite sends this one near his own goal, but Remco will get that back out to Metsunaris, and they will tag team this one back into the orange.
Quietest match we've had so far this series. It's like We Dem Girls kind of settling in, just trying not to make any mistakes as touches finally start to connect as Remco almost puts one in there.
Trying to take the shots. They're doing a good job matching the pass plays from Dignitas, but both teams just punting, taking their time. Dignitas is in their element right now. They thrive in the best-of-7s. They know these long endurance matches are where they play best, and they can just wear We Dem Girls out right now and eventually put in the winning goal. Inside Ignite. Off the wall here, looking for Metsunaris, but touch just a little bit too strong. Violent Panda to Turbo. Bumped by Remco, made a little bit of space. K-Dop and Violent Panda with a pinch, and Ignite's right there on the path. Just tries to follow this touch. Turbo will drop it down. Kind of a dangerous bounce. Metsunaris is up first and sends it back down for Remco. Can he put it in? He does. We Dem Girls have the first goal.
Great decision making here as well. The initial play comes through. Ignite is bringing it up the wall, and Remco's in front of him to grab the boost. Rather than Remco taking up the wall with the full boost, he backs out, allows Ignite to continue the play, and then gets in position. He is fully boosted, ready to do whatever he needs to, and it works out. We Dem Girls strike first, the crowd gets behind them. Some momentum finally in their favor.
Just across halftime, We Dem Girls with what I believe is the first lead of the series. Can they hold on to it? Turbo Pulsa up the wall. Wins the challenge with Remco. Out to Violent Panda. He puts it into the corner. Ignite moves, and he's able to get a nice clear. K-Dop adjusts. Now looking for Violent Panda again, but intercepted by Metsunaris. Good midfield play from We Dem Girls to give themselves possession again. K-Dop with an excellent touch in the midfield to try and set up his teammates, but nobody's there. Remco gets it all the way back to the corner. Violent Panda back to midfield. Response from Ignite. K-Dop over the top of 1. Violent Panda rotating out. Will get it to Turbo Pulsa now into the corner. So they move back in the midfield, lofting it in the middle. There's no one there from Dignitas to take the shot, and Remco will pick it up by himself. Turbo has to rotate back and play defense. Forced carrying this ball across his own box. Not the best of plays, and Violent Panda will bail him out. Ignite was there to take the shot, recognized what was happening. DEM GIRLZ back on offense again. The pass to Remco. The shot is just wide. No, it's in.
What a
Remco,
pass.
he makes 2.
Ignite sitting on the complete opposite side for this pass and just launches it right back to Remco, who initially put the challenge in. DEM GIRLZ finding each other, applying pressure. Dignitas on their back heel.
Hits the post, still goes in. 124. Dignitas now down by 2. Yet to find a goal here on Aquadome. This one comes back down. Violent Panda not able to make contact. K-Dop's here now into the corner. Following up his own touch. Gets a bump on Metzenaris, creating a little bit of space, but there's just no one there. Not a great hit from Ignite, though. Turbo Pulse will send it to the far side. Violent Panda lurking in midfield, waiting for an opportunity to strike.
Great fake.
Metzenaris passed 1. In the final minute, Dignitas needing to find 2 goals. A pinch towards the goal. Remco's got this one easy. Violent Panda's there, but beaten by Remco. K-Dop will play it across the field towards Turbo. 45 seconds remaining. Ignite onto the wall. K-Dop placing this one away. Back in and across, almost making the shot. A 3rd goal, which would definitely be the nail in the coffin for game 4. And lofted high, Dignitas sitting on the ground just watching. Remco puts this one away. Now a follow-up shot from Metzenaris blocked, but all the pressure, all the ball control here from DEM GIRLZ. With 20 seconds left, they send another one on target. Turbo finally getting this one away. K-Dop looking for the opportunity, but not going to find it. It's Violent Panda punting it long towards the backboard. Ignite drops it down. Violent Panda gets set up. Turbo Pulse in the final 9 seconds. Here comes K-Dop to drop it in, but they get the save, send it away. Remco keeps them clean. Definitely the MVP of Game 4. They will take Game 4. No sweep for Dignitas here in the upper finals. They just need the ball to hit the ground. There we go.
Momentum swing now for DEM GIRLZ. The crowd getting behind it. It's exactly what they needed. And rather than playing a passive defensive side, they go up by 2. They keep applying that pressure. They keep asserting dominance. Keep it in control, and that's what you want to see. But the big one to pay attention to, Remco another 2 goals. All 6 for Remco in this series. Needs some help on offense if they're going to continue to beat Dignitas.
Remco, one of the only players left at LAN other than Dignitas who has won a world championship. And he's trying to get back there, see if he can get his 2nd. And the last time Dignitas and DEM GIRLZ played was in the regionals, where DEM GIRLZ got swept pretty handily by Dignitas. This time they've already improved on that, taking a win. They're gonna have to find 3 more if they want to make it into the grand finals through the upper bracket.
Gonna be a tough one, man, but defense for Dignitas. 5 saves from Turbo Pulso alone. You could really feel the pressure from DEM GIRLZ as they started to really pile it on. And it's because of the mistakes being cut out. Ignite was missing a lot of touches when he was up in the air. That kind of went away. And then they were finding each other, especially in front of the net. And that's where it's most crucial. Their shots have been missing the target a little bit, but now that they're putting them in places that are more threatening and they're being followed up, because in the past, like, it was 1 or 2 shots and then they were all retreating back for defense. Big changes for them.
It felt less to me like DEM GIRLZ suddenly improved and more like Dignitas just relaxed and gave them space to work. DEM GIRLZ can take advantage of anything you give them. If they get 1 win, we'll move in to Game 5. Dignitas still 1 game away from a return to the grand finals. DEM GIRLZ trying to get there. A nice start. Ignite off the kickoff, finds the upper 90. Accuracy's right there.
Just a great effort by Metzenaris. He's cheating up, doesn't get the ball initially, is actually supposed to lose that one by his positioning. He takes a little bit wider approach and jumps into it and gets the high to completely kill it. And then it's just an immediate follow-up. Great job by DEM GIRLZ, striking first here only 5 seconds in.
Winning the 1v2, leaving a lot of space. Metzenaris trying to take a fast shot off a kickoff, see if they can make it an early 2. It will not happen this time. Saw Ignite again, back into the orange. Turbo pulls across the field. Onto the wall, still in midfield. Violent Panda looking for Turbo. So keeps the pace on the ball, but it goes into the corner. Now Remco, there's K-Dop. He doesn't even make contact. So Ignite past 1. Remco looking for goalies, doesn't find Turbo, and he'll pick it up, go for the carry. Got K-Dop across the field, but he's being hounded by 3 players from DEM GIRLZ. Gets demolished. Ignite demolished in return. Metzenaris, flick over 1. K-Dop up, pass across. This one actually just going straight on target. Remco Ignite able to get this one away from the box, but the follow-up's there. Violent Panda putting the pressure on, and it actually goes through the entire defense. A tie game.
Seen it before from Violent Panda, and he does it again. An immediate shot off that wall and just launches it. The immediate pressure catches Ignite off guard before he can rotate back. Tying it up, 4:07 left here in game number 5.
We'll get some help. We'll have the tie game. Dignitas just needing to find the lead and hold on to it. One more time, a great play. K-Dop, you can't stop the man. Doesn't matter how many defenders you got in front of him.
All it takes 8 seconds and it completely swings in Dignitas' favor. The guy who's been leading the striking all weekend long for Dignitas puts another one away.
Just like that, Dignitas. They could hunker down on the defense, play clean rotations, play some boring Rocket League, and make it all the way into the grand finals. But you know they're not comfortable with the 1-goal lead. The pass down, Violent Panda up onto the backboard. Ignite gets it away. Metzenaars moving out, trying to extend the play, but the backline defense is there. Violent Panda sends this one just wide. Remco won't make the play, and Metzenaars will send it to his corner, but K-Dop has time to read it, puts it back into the box again, and Metzenaars is there, straight downtown. Ignite will put it to the corner. Following up his own contact, Turbo Pulsa moves in. K-Dop out of the net, looking for Turbo, puts it behind Metzenaars. Behind 2, the defense just not there for GIRLZ, and Turbo Pulsa punishes.
Trying to see who's that last one back. I think it's Remco. Yeah, Remco's right behind him. Unfortunately for Metz, he's trying to make something happen. He backflips. Remco's upfield. My apologies. The other one.
Ignite.
Yeah, Ignite.
The
Ignite's
other
back.
Dominus player.
When he tried to do a backflip, just pushed it out of the way. Unfortunate mistake for them.
He was crowding Metzenaars in the midfield. They weren't in the best positions, and now a chance to extend it again. Oh my goodness. Dignitas starting to make GIRLZ bleed.
Unfortunate as well. As soon as that ball gets played, he gets it past him, but gets demoed for it. Violent Panda just has to double back and puts an easy shot on target. Dignitas recognizes we laid off last game. That is not going to happen here. We want to close it out.
They're up by 3, which usually would kind of spell the end of things, but the only hope that GIRLZ has, there's still 3 minutes left in this game. Plenty of time to score a goal a minute. They can send this into overtime, but they've got to keep their net clean from this point. They cannot afford another goal. It's K-Dop sending this one towards the backboard. Metzenaars over to the side. K-Dop's got it. He's got 2 players to work with. Gets it out to Violent Panda, who actually fakes it. Lets Turbo Pulsa take the shot. It's wide. Remco now back down the field, looking for the counterattack. K-Dop after the pass, rotates back, makes the save. Turbo Pulsa and Violent Panda looking to get this one out together, keeping it glued near the ceiling. Remco's best touch just stalls it at midfield. K-Dop up, Violent Panda looking to drop it in at a crazy angle. Doesn't quite find the shot, but Turbo Pulsa's right there. Could put in another one. And the defense gets it to the corner. Remco lofting this one. Turbo Pulsa will leave it for him. He maybe decided to leave it a little bit too late. Ends up becoming a blocker. Remco and company trying to get down this field. 2:06 on the clock. They've got to find 3 goals just to get us to overtime in game 5. Metzenaars dropping it in. Violent Panda gets the save, and it's over the top of both incoming rebound shots. And Violent Panda winning another one. Dignitas holding on strong. GIRLZ unable to find anything in the box.
Starting to overlap a little bit for GIRLZ. With only 1:40 left, they need to find a goal anytime now. Pressure is on. Curious to see what Remco does. No, he actually leaves it. Kind of curious on that one.
Remco and Metzenaars passing it off. Tries to get into the corner, but Violent Panda gets that one all the way to the other end before being demolished. K-Dop misses the shot, which would absolutely seal the deal. But with 1:17 left to go, things are looking more and more grim for GIRLZ. K-Dop up to Violent Panda, winning another challenge, just always there. They're too good. Faster and better in every category, it seems. Just when it starts to look like a team's got hope, Dignitas comes right back to life, roars back with strength that you didn't know they had, up by 3 in the final minute. In game 5, another trip to the grand finals looking inevitable.
Every goal or every game so far has had a 2-goal margin. is the first time that Dignitas has had a convincing lead, but
Oh.
never mind. Oh, just kidding!
It still doesn't go in.
K-Dop.
Metzonar's not ignite there. They don't get it off. Finally, they'll be able to put one in. Up by 2. 30 seconds left. It's not impossible. Can they do it?
Heroic effort by K-Dop to make that save, but the follow-up just too much. Trying to do something, anything for We DEM GIRLZ. They are on their last leg. Do not want to drop to that lower bracket final.
Kickoff gold helps so much. Here comes Remco. He could possibly find it, but he loses control, sends it off to the side. Now Violent Panda can just play keep away. This one across. Turbo's happy. Keep that ball in the corner on the dead parts of the field. It's the most difficult to get them out in front of the net. This one pinching again to an empty corner. It's going to take everyone moving over. And K-Dop, he knows he's just going to hang on to this ball up high, put it up onto the ceiling. Ignite's got it out back in front. Remco's got to hit this shot, and he misses. Here comes Metzonaris, and another miss. That one will do it. We DEM GIRLZ, a valiant effort. They try to take him on.